You know those videos like where people travel to Japan and they go like shopping and they buy all this like old video game stuff for like pennies on the dollar. Like I'm talking the N64 for like four whole US dollars. I don't know. I'm just throwing numbers out there. But you know what videos I'm talking about. I kind of did something similar with this, except I did it in rural North Carolina at a yard sale. I bought it from a grandma where I'm assuming it was her grandson's, maybe, or son. I don't know. I don't know how old the woman was, but I'm just saying I highly doubt it was hers. Anyways, there's this thing every once in a while. I'm going to say specifically once a year. It's called the 21 yard sale, which is Highway 21 goes from, I think it's like the nickname of it is Great Lakes to Florida or whatever. It's a big highway. Actually, it's not. Most of it is probably 2 lane, but it is a long highway. Anyways, around the Sparta, North Carolina region to like, I don't know, I think the farthest we've went is past like State Road into like past Elkin. But the 21 yard sale is like this week. Actually, I think it's a weekend where people they either go out in their front yard where they live at, or they like rent a business parking lot spot or something, and they just set up a bunch of junk and try to sell it. It's just one big old yard sale. This is where that came from. In fact, this came out of the parking lot of a meat market or like a meat store in the middle of nowhere. This older, nice lady had a bunch of stuff set up. And we was looking around. I didn't see a whole lot. I think my dad bought like a muffin pan thing. We don't eat muffins. We don't bake, let alone bake muffins. But I think he gave $1 for it. So like, that's a good deal. Anyways, I didn't see anything until I looked over and I saw this thing just like sitting like that. And I was like, hey, I know what that is. I used to have one of these. It was silver. I used to have my name on the back of it and like the stickers like with the letters on it. I was born in 2002, which on this one is the copyright of by Nintendo on this. But I was always a little bit later when it came to consoles. So when I was playing this, probably the 3DS was out, at least the 2DS. I had one of those later, but this was my guy back in the day. So of course I practically run over there sprinting, knocking people over. Not really. I don't think there's anybody else there. I just like lying in these videos for extravagance. I asked her how much it is. I'm sure she had no idea what it was because she was honestly in her 70s at least. And she priced it to me for 50 whole cents. And I said, okay. And I gave her $1 for it because I didn't have 2 quarters with me. I just said, you just keep the change. So I gave double the asking price for this. And it didn't even come with a charger, which is like, looking back at it now, that's ridiculous. This is my 50-cent Game Boy find. I have no idea if it works. I do know that it's dead as a door now, I'm sure, but when I flip that on, the little red light blinks, and I know from mine, when it does that, it's dead. So it's showing signs of life. I don't know if it rained that day or what, or maybe it was just the morning dew, but this thing was wet. So that's got me a little bit worried, especially with the amount of money I have tied up in this thing. Somebody put nail polish on it, so it's got some glitter, but I mean, I guess I just got a glittery Game Boy. That's fine with me. We're going to open this bad boy up. I have looked at it before. It looks okay-ish, That looks pretty good to me. Like, the screen's not even really that scratched. That's just a booger up there. Okay, so the screen does try to power up a little bit. I don't know can you see that? That's a good sign. I do have my charger. It's the one that I actually held on to since my Game Boy. Like, this is my charger, which is a miracle I've kept up with it this long. But yeah, this thing's in pretty good shape. I always liked to do that when I was a kid. Like, set up like a little laptop. I used to play like this. Like, that was awesome. Anyways, let's plug this thing up and see what it does. I'm expecting it to work. I hope it does because I've already got some Game Boy games laid out over here we're going to go through and reminisce, I guess. There was one skateboard game that I used to love to play. I hope it's in there, but we'll see. We're going to see if this even works first. Oh, charging. That's big. Place your bets now. Go ahead and comment if this is going to work. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. You don't have to do that. It'd be cool, though, But you don't have to. Okay. Well, if you commented and bet that it wasn't going to work, good job. I think it needs to be charged for a second or two. While this thing's charging, we're going to go through this bag of Game Boy games that I found here downstairs somewhere. I don't think I used to carry these around in a in a red cooler. I don't remember doing that, but that's what they're in now. So I don't know if these were my sisters. I would well, open up. I would imagine if they were, they'd get passed down to me anyways. Oh yeah, this is mine. But ooh, I remember that. That's cool. Anyways, what I was trying to say, DS games in here. That is SmackDown vs. Raw 2009. There's the skateboard game I was just talking about. So this is mine. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3. We're definitely going to play that. This is going to be the play pile. And that's going to be the pile, you know. Absolutely remember this. Fun fact about this game. I feel like I'm going to do this a lot where I go off on tangents of memories I have. But my dad used to have like a Jeep Wrangler. It was red. And I remember going one day. I remember going for a ride one day. I don't know what time of the year it was, but we had the top down. And I was freezing in the back of that thing. And I had my Game Boy. I was playing this. I was hunched over, like, trying to block myself from the wind with the back seat playing this game. I vividly remember that. Donkey Kong Land. That's going in the ad pal. I don't think I remember that. Football. Don't remember that. Oop, Cars. I do remember this. That's going in the play pal, but like maybe not cool enough to go on video pal. That's in my free time. Mega Man 5. I do not remember that game at all. Dora the Explorer. No. Jimmy Neutron. Boy Genius. I don't remember that. Oh, these are cool though. Look at these. How they have the GameStop sticker still on the back. Yeah, look at that. $2.99. That was a bargain. If somebody can comment and say I went into GameStop in the last 5 years and bought something for that price, like an actual game for $2.99, and you have proof, I will probably eat my pants. I don't think that's possible anymore. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 is possible. That's the Game Boy game I was talking about. The Incredibles. I don't remember that. Anyways, I have multiple memories of going in GameStop. I'll try to find a picture actually, because I do remember this. My local GameStop had like in the counter. It was built into the counter. They put thought into it. It was like this drawer that it was like a glass top, but it was a drawer that you slid out that had these Game Boy games in there. I remember like looking through these. Corvette. That is going in the play pile. I don't remember it, but sure. Okay. Goodness, I paid $10 for this. Actually, I probably didn't. My mom or my dad did. I didn't have money back then. Just kidding. $4.99. Okay, that makes more sense. That could also be the skateboard game I was thinking of. Monster Trucks. I remember this. It's going in the play pile. Okay, and then we got the big Game Boy games. Track and Field. No, I don't remember that. Dr. Mario, no, I hated that game. I still don't really know how to play that. Pac-Man, don't remember that. Kirby, Pinball Land, I don't remember that either. Tracks, also, I probably just hit the mother load in here. I absolutely remember playing this game on the Wii. I don't remember it coming out on the Game Boy, so I can only imagine how bad this game looks. Mater National, Cars Mater National. That is a fantastic game if you haven't played it. Like, it still holds up really good, like, now. My dad's got, like, I forgot the name of it, but it's an emulator. And I've got a PS2 emulator running on that thing that has this game on there. And I actually, like, play that to this day. I've played it within the last 3 weeks. Bob the Builder. Don't remember. It's for the Game Boy Color, though. I had a Game Boy Color, but I don't think I had any specific Game Boy Color games, and I'm going to eat those words because I just pulled out 3 and I see a couple more. But this is possible that it was my sister's. So we got Tonka, Shrek, Bob the Builder. And I said it might be my sister's games because it's the NSYNC Get to the Show Game Boy Color game. Will this even work in this? Okay, yeah, well, we're going to have to play this. We got Boggle Plus and Tiny Toon Adventures Buster Saves the Day. Both. Oh, this is for the Game Boy Color. I don't remember either of those. Monster Truck Madness. $9.99. I did pay that. That's insane. Nicktoons Racing. I might remember that. Probably not, so I'm not going to say I do. Hot Wheels Stunt Track. Sorry, I was picking my nose. Hot Wheels Stunt Track Challenge and Hot Wheels World Race. I don't remember that one specifically. I remember the other Hot Wheels game. We got Star Wars, Flight of the Falcon, and Crash of the Titans. That's like the Crash Bandicoot like font. I mean, so maybe that's what that is. I don't remember that either. Oh, oh. Do we have audio? Let me try that again. Of course we do. Why wouldn't we? Is it worth the joke for the first Game Boy game I play in like 5 years at least to be the NSYNC game? I think it actually is. Load game? Oh, that's my sister. That's my name. When did I play this? Apparently I've played this before because my name is in like the save file. So let's go and do that. Well, that is moving way too fast. I can't read that. Okay. Don't care. Press A to keep the noisy items. Yeah, sure. Whoa. Yeah, so that's the NSYNC game. I know these things have a little battery in there for save data. That's crazy to me that why is my camera blurry? That's crazy to me that this battery is number one still good. And I played this at some point and put my save file in there. That's hilarious. I gotta see what the Mater National looks like, because this is one of the games of all time. Okay, so automatically this is different. The console version has like an actual like cutscene with like animated stuff. This is just he's just talking to me. The console version, like PS2, original Xbox, also had free roam, which is like you didn't get free roam games back then, other than like the games you did have free roam games, you know. Okay, hold on. This is the actual racing game though. Okay, automatically, it doesn't look that bad. Like, I was probably more than happy to play this as a kid. I'm sure it doesn't have free roam because it's on the Game Boy, but like, this is not as bad as I thought it would be. That's a tree. Next up, let's play Hot Wheels Stunt Track Driver. This is the game where I almost felt like I was freezing to death on the back of my dad's Jeep. I remember this game looking fantastic. Like, it not looking like bad. I mean, Shadow Jet. Ooh, Toe Jam. Way too fast. That's a sprint car. Slide out. Okay, that's kind of cool. Shadow Jet. Oh, okay. I want to do that one. Bedroom. Oh, this is not what I remember at all. This is terrible. What is this? This is not at all what I remember. Oh no, this is what I was thinking. I remember this. Gee, how do I use that? Oh, I wrecked. Yeah, so this is what I remember. I remember it looking better than this. But I was also like 8 and had never seen another video game in my life. Swampland? Whoa! Instantly, okay. Goodness, this is terrible. It's like a PowerPoint. What? Just... I don't know. He just got the dollar sign. What is that? Okay, this is cool. Free skate, yeah. Oh! How do I play this? Okay, so that's jump. This is push? Yeah. What's the trigger button? Oh, that's to like, yeah, to do that. And if you're wondering if this screen looks as bad as in person as it does on this camera, it's terrible. So I mean, I'm skating though. Yeah, that's the Game Boy I picked up for 50 cents. Actually $1, but I'm probably going to title this video the 50-cent Game Boy Advance SP, because this is the SP model. The other Advance you didn't get a backlight with. Like, if you had one of these back in the day, you looked down upon those with only the regular Advance. If you have any recommendations on how to get probably 20-year-old nail polish, or yeah, nail stuff, glitter shiny stuff off, without ruining the plastic, bleep bloop it down in the comments section. I'll read your comments. If I will ever do anything with that information and do this to it, that's another question. I don't know. I'm a busy guy. Speaking of this yard sale, before I end this video, this is not the only gaming related item I got. So in the future, if you see videos such as the $5 Nintendo 64, the $3 original PlayStation, you know, you consider watching it, because I paid $5 for an N64 and it looks complete. And I picked up a original PlayStation with a controller for $3 whole. And yeah, I think that's about it for this video. So be on the lookout for other gaming related videos. And yeah, maybe consider subscribing. That would be kind of cool for you to do. Anyways, that's about it. Thanks for watching.